Welcome to the monthly annual Duino-Coin rig showcase. Today we're gonna be showing off some rigs from people that mine Duino-Coin. If you want your rig in the next Duino-Coin rig showcase, join my Discord down below and send me a photo or a video of your rig, and maybe your rig would be featured in the next Duino-Coin showcase. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe and like this video. It helps me out a ton by growing this channel. And let's jump straight into the video. The first rig is a special one. It's from the owner of Duinocoin called Revox. You might have heard of him sometime. He 3D printed his own setup. It's a Node MCU, otherwise known as an ESP8266. He also added an OLED SSD LED screen with a DHT11 for Duinocoin IoT features. I really like this rig. It's really simple. You don't have to have a lot of boards to just mine Duinocoin. You can do it with one or two. And the fact that he 3D printed his rig himself makes it even better. I would just love for him if he 3D printed the logo of Duinocoin into his rig. But maybe that's a project for him for the future. But it's really great. Also the holes for some bit of ventilation. It's probably helpful because these boards could get a little bit hot. Also on the LED screen you can see exactly how much Duco he has in his wallet. So that's a pretty fun add-on to add to your rig. I would definitely give this an 8 for originality. Not a lot of people 3D print their own parts, so great job, dude. The next rig is from Azagromech. He has 2 ESP32s and 9 ESP8266s. They're all in a USB hub for easy accessibility. It just looks really clean. You can also see that he only has small portions of the ESP8266s in his hub. You don't have to have the full board if you're not planning on adding anything else to your ESPs. And it just looks compactable and really clean. I also like the stand for this Bitcoin coin that he has. It's something fun to have at your desk. It's a really straightforward rig. Anyone can build this at home. So yeah, I really like it. I'll give this a 7.5 out of 10. The next rig is from Podcat. He has one Odroid XU4. That's the thing on the left you can see. And he has 2 ESPs 8266. This is a prime example on how easy it is to mine Duinocoin. You don't need these fancy rigs. If you just want to mine Duinocoin and don't want to think about it, you can just plug them into a PC or a power supply. No fancy boards, no fancy 3D printers. Just plug them on your desk and forget about them mostly. They will keep mining until you stop it, basically. It's really easy. It's really clean, even though I would suggest maybe do some little bit of cable management. But other than that, it's a really cool rig. It's the first time I see someone use an Odroid XU4. So that's really nice as well. I really dig this. It's really creative to use that type of board. If the cable management was a little bit better, then you could probably get some higher score. But I'll give you a 7 out of 10 for now. The next rig is from Ajit. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong. He uses a Raspberry Pi as host with 3 Unos and 1 Nano. It's all into a USB hub and it looks like he glued it onto a wall piece. It's really clean. Also the cable management is a bit better than the one before. It's still a lot of cables, that's why I prefer the ESP8266s. But it's just really nice to have a setup like this. But it's not the only setup he has. This setup is also from Ajit. These are 8 ESP8266s. It's really clean. He only uses one micro USB cable. That means that he probably has an external power supply. You can see it behind this setup. It's probably a charger of some sort. But maybe you noticed that the far right board, the LED, doesn't shine that bright. And both 2 boards on the left also don't show an LED. So it might mean that he doesn't have enough power going into these boards to charge them all. A really simple fix is just to add another micro USB cable so you don't have the power running through one of them, because it goes from 3 volts to 3 volts to 3 volts. And at some point in that line, after probably 6 boards, there's just not enough power to power the 7th board. So I would just suggest to use another micro USB cable, and that should fix it, that you just power them all. But it looks really clean. I really like that they are a little bit slanted so that you can see them and they're not just laying around. I really like his rig overall. Also the previous one I showed you from him. It's definitely an 8 out of 10 for me. The next rig is from Ryan. Again, a really simple rig. He has two 8266s. One of them is straightly hooked up to his alarm clock, it seems like, with a little bit of LED next to it. Again, the cable management could be better on these, but that's what I like about Duinocoin. It doesn't matter how your rig looks. I'm just here to show you all and give you all inspiration about rigs. It's just really easy to mine them, and he does that exactly how you want it to. So my only advice for this rig is just to tidy up a little bit of the cables. Maybe use some zip ties and just get them clean away under your table or something like that. Maybe you could even screw open your alarm clock and put them inside of there so you won't see them even. But either way, it's a really nice rig, and I'll give this a 7 out of 10. The next rig is from Joshi. As you can see, he has one Arduino Uno hooked up to a board, and on the bottom you see 4 nanos which aren't hooked up as of right now. He's probably gonna add them to the board on the left of those, and he has the cables ready for them. I'm pretty sure he's not finished with his rig for as of right now, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna look great. It's really easy to set up as well, those nanos. So overall you've got a great gear. Now you only have to set it up, so you could finally mine a lot more Duino per day. I won't rate this one because it's not finished yet, but I'm really curious how it looks when you finished it, and you can definitely send it to me on Discord, and I'm really curious about the end result. So the next rig is from Luke24. He has 10 nanos, and I don't exactly know what these two boards are. It's probably some sort of host for these nanos, but I'm not quite sure, so I'm not gonna say anything about them because I don't want to confuse you guys. If you know what they are, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll correct myself on that video. But this is a really special rig. It's a video he sent me, and I'm gonna show you guys the video. He has his rig set up to a solar panel, which is pretty damn amazing. You don't see that a lot. He has just the batteries for the solar panel with a board hooked up to them, and a solar panel right above his roof. It gives enough energy to power up his entire board. Just pretty crazy. Basically, you mine them for free since the sun doesn't cost anything. Obviously, you have to cover the cost of the solar and the boards, but once you have that returned, obviously this rig doesn't gonna cost anything at all, which is pretty damn amazing. I really like this. I wish I had some solar panels myself so I could hook it up as well. It's a really great rig. I really like the solar, and I'll give this an 8.5 out of 10. Nice. Also, a quick add-on to Luke's rig is that he built this screen where you could see the amperes and the voltage that his solar panel receives. It's obviously not necessary, but it's a really handy thing to see how many energy your solar panels actually transmit to your rig. And with that being said, this already has been the entire video. These go by so quick for me. I really enjoy doing these. That's why I'm gonna do them every month. So if you want to have your boards or rig featured in the next video, make sure to send me a message on Discord down below. Also, I'm probably not gonna say this every video, but I've made a Patreon for you guys if you want to support me. I've decided to open up a Patreon, so everyone who would support me on Patreon gets a little spotlight for their name, and every fund that would be received from Patreon would be put in directly into buying boards like Arduinos or Raspberry Pis or ESPs, so I can set it up and show you guys how they exactly work. I won't use it for my own benefit. I would just use it to show you guys. So that's just a quick reminder I wanted to say. If you want to look what it is, you can see it down in the comments below. But I probably, like I said, I probably won't mention this any further videos. You don't have to feel obligated to support me through Patreon. I just wanted to say it and be out there. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys next month with the new annual monthly rig showcase. Ciao.